With part two. The longer the papers, the more likely I need more than one video. Okay, concrete has been a part of the world of architecture for many years. It's highly versatile, making it a popular material used during the design process. The biggest reason being for how sturdy and durable it is. The biggest reason is its sturdiness and durability. There is this construction that you use, the biggest reason being that I think comes from like less formal language, and I think maybe comes from spoken language. But this isn't a construction that we normally, I don't like the word normal, but this isn't a construction that is generally used in formal academic writing, the biggest reason being. So yeah, I think, and the reason it's not used, I feel like, is because that it's really hard to make sure you finish your thought when you start the sentence that way. The biggest reason being that it just is tricky. So I would edit that a little bit. This makes it the perfect material for use for long-term commercial designs and for underground support systems. Like drywall, concrete is very cost-effective, being made up of mostly sand and stone. It's commonly more preferred when compared to other similar materials such as asphalt. Okay, now here you use the being, and there's no problem with the being. I'm fine with the being there. It's working. But in the extra words, being made of stone and sand, I'm just trying to show you like all the words you can cut out. I mean, I don't feel like you really need mostly. And then it's commonly more preferred. All you need is it is preferred. I mean, something being preferred means it's common that it's chosen, and you can't be more preferred. Like either you prefer something or you don't prefer it. Again, cutting out the words, I know it makes it shorter, but it makes it so much stronger too. Like the strongest part of your paper so far, I would say was, when I got into that part, I was like, oh, you're feeling really confident here. Like on page 2, yes, I feel like you were very careful with your words and not using more than you needed to. Okay, sorry, now I lost my place again. Goodness, where is my place? I'm finding it. Concrete is able to withstand extreme weather and high temperatures. Nice short sentence. I like that. This ties greatly into how it's also fire resistant, making it great for locations that experience those conditions, often such as California. Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah. A final reason concrete is liked by many is due to how little maintenance it requires, right? As time progresses, many materials experience natural wear and tear. However, when compared, concrete lasts significantly longer than other materials. Yeah, that's why when you go to Rome, you see concrete from 3,000 years ago. 3,000? Well, definitely 2,500. As time progresses, furthermore, like drywall, concrete has disadvantages. Furthermore, like drywall. I feel like you're really just on the cusp of like making a big leap in your writing, which is often the case when people are finishing their writing classes that they have to take. But like, I love how you're trying out furthermore. Like, I'm not sure I like it the way you used it there, but I'm excited that you're like just playing around with new transitions. Like it's not, I think it's okay. So I'm happy to see you playing around with different transitions. Okay. Concrete's general drawback relies on the environmental issues it causes. Due to a high urbanization, there is a higher demand for cheap mass construction, making many turn toward concrete. This expansion has reduced the amount of soil in cities, further leading to flooding. Because they're taking the soil to make concrete? Or you mean because they're covering it over? Okay, that's something you need to explain. While causing damage to big cities, it's also increasing the carbon footprint. During production, the material uses a high amount of water, ranging from about 1/10 of the world's industrial water use. Damn. This water consumption mainly comes from areas of drought and other water source locations, putting a high strain on access to drinking water. Yep. And again, nice use of the quote. In science, more scientific writing, it's rare that people use the exact words, direct quotes. They very often use paraphrasing as you are. Additionally, concrete is responsible for 4 to 8% of the world's carbon dioxide, making it one of the largest sources of greenhouse gas. While concrete remains as one of the most controversial materials, there's one more that's been recently catching the eye of many. Catching the eye of many. What was the other one that you used as a transition? Like raising the brows, and it's kind of fun just to notice that you're drawn to the sort of facial expression transitions. This one, the catching the eye, I think like that works well there. Bamboo isn't a recent discovery, but its prevalence has continued to grow considerably. According to Science Direct, bamboo is a rapidly renewable material that has many applications in construction. Being part of the grass family, bamboo has a unique tissue structure. As I was saying, you've done a lot. You've used few direct quotes, and I think that's been great. It's been working fine. This is the only one I've come across that I'm like, you really don't need to directly quote that. I mean, you can just tell us it's rapidly, it grows fast, because that, I think, I would say is just kind of general knowledge. And, I mean, we know people use it in construction because this is a paper about that. So, okay, anyway. I like that it has a unique tissue structure. This blend of tissues hardens over time, making it notably stronger when being compared to wood. Oh, is that why? Huh. It also has sharp fibers that make it lighter and more flexible than wood as well. Well, I can tell that. Just from out of my ignorance, this flexibility works great in earthquake-prone regions, making it a highly sought-after material. In addition, bamboo is sustainable. Some variants of bamboo can grow up to 35 inches a day, allowing for it to have higher regeneration rates. Good. It also consumes a high amount of carbon dioxide, making it great for the environment. It consumes it, so while it's growing, it consumes it, as opposed to... Again, I think I need some clarity on, like, does all the carbon dioxide come from... does all the carbon dioxide come from the processing of the material, or... Okay. While bamboo provides great aspects to the environment, some of the perks aren't suitable for a long-term build. Being used in Chinese architecture for thousands of years, many of these structures no longer exist. Okay, I would say after being used, many of the structures no longer exist. Yes, you need to say that. Because that's what you're focusing on, right? They've used it for a long time in the past, and now they no longer exist. This is due to how fast bamboo biodegrades. Oh, it also has a high starch content, meaning the right climate, the plant is more susceptible to fungus and rotting. That makes sense. Other environmental factors that can affect the material are insects. If the sap level is high enough, the whole harvest could risk being ruined. Though bamboo seems sustainable means of transportation, question its validity. I don't think they question its validity. Though it seems sustainable, the means of transportation needed to get it places are a possible environmental negative thing, right? I'm trying purposely not to give you the words that you'd actually want to use, but the way you have it is just transportation question. When you say question its validity, I'm like, whose validity? And you didn't say it was valid. You said it was sustainable. Anyway. In order to produce the highest quality bamboo, only a few locations can properly execute this. Oh, these bamboo plantations are typically found in parts of Asia and South America. I wondered about that. Meaning other regions of the world would have to import it. Lastly, the variance in quality makes it harder to know how long the product will last. There isn't much regulation when it comes down to using bamboo as a building material, meaning the type, treatment, and finish of the bamboo can be vastly different everywhere. Very interesting. By architects taking into account a medium's materiality, mechanical properties, and eco-friendly aspects, they're able to form well-rounded opinions on the subject at hand. Not on the subject at hand. They're able to form... and I don't think they're forming opinions. I think they're able to make choices. Because, like, just having an opinion, I don't think that's what you mean. They don't have opinions about what material they like. They have knowledge to make choices. Specifically looking at drywall, concrete, and bamboo, it's clear to see each have distinct pros and cons. Drywall is effective. Okay, this is kind of you repeating. I'm trying to make the video a little bit shorter. The architect is simply there to be the creative endeavor. Oh, you're so close with that last sentence. The architect is simply there to create, maybe? Here's the problem, and I know I just feel like I'm being so nitpicky, but this is important. An endeavor is a thing, and an architect is a person. So, yeah, that needs a little fixing. But overall, you got some solid stuff. Look at all these sources. That's beautiful. I can see that you have worked hard. And thank you for all that hard work. I hope some of this is helpful.